Hi guys, it's Becky, and today I am going to be opening up the Lovebug kit from Softflex. They do these design challenge kits. They release a new one every month, and it is not a subscription. It's just a way for you to kind of push your skills. There's always like a little component that may be a challenge to design with, but they're usually very, very well curated to go to a theme, and I buy them every month. They're not a subscription again, but I have yet to be disappointed in any of the Softflex design kits. I always learn something new, and it's just a really great way to support one of my favorite beading businesses out there. To be able to participate in that. They release a new kit on the last Wednesday of every month. So on the same day that they do the reveal for this kit, which I am going to be waiting to make live until after they do the reveal, because when you've got an official reveal date, I like to wait just as curiosity for everyone who loves the surprise and for the folks who put that into and like doing that reveal. I'm going to be doing my video after their reveal. I'm opening it up now though because I can't wait to see what's in it. So again, it is a monthly design kit. It comes with everything. It does not always come with this adorable little guy here. This is a little love bug that was made. It's got a little heart sticky guy on for its feet. It was made by Joyce Trowbridge, who she's one of the designers that works with Softflex, and she does, if you haven't caught her lives on Fridays, it's about midday. It coincides with my lunchtime. So for me, it's been something that I end up looking forward to spending my lunch watching her doing some beading. She is a joyful person to spend time with in her lives. She's really great. And she made these little individual love bugs for all of these kits. So if you got one of these kits, you've got a little love bug. And I love him. Look at his little googly eyes. They just jiggle around everywhere. I'm going to be pulling him off of this kit and sticking him on to my desk so he can hang out with me. But that's where this guy came from. Not all the kits are going to have these, but they will always have some things in common with these kits. There will always be some findings, a full spool of Softflex beading wire, which is it's my favorite beading wire. I'm just hands down, I'm not going to say one of, it's my favorite. I love using it. You see me using it on my channel all the time because it's just a really great beading wire. It crimps beautifully. It comes in all sorts of really fun colors that you can make part of your design, and it is so strong. I haven't had anything that I've made with Softflex wire fall apart on me, and I have had other things that I've made with other beading wires just come apart, just fall apart, like while I was wearing it, or when my dog kind of freaked out and like his toenail caught it, the bracelet went everywhere. But I've never had anything that I made with the Softflex wire come apart. I'm really glad that I found that wire because like it really expanded like my ability to create more things. It's also a wire, it's got a really thick coating on it, so it's something that I'm pretty confident when I use that wire I can make jewelry for my sister who has a metal allergy. Other beading wires, like the coating will wear away, and then you've got just that steel rubbing against skin, and that's just not good. That causes pain, it causes irritation. It is not a fun thing for her, and the Softflex wire holds up to lots of wear. That's just, I'm not paid by them. They didn't send me this for free. I paid for everything out of my own pocket, but I buy their stuff pretty regularly, and they're a great business too. They also do a lot of beading community things. They build community with other beading businesses. They're not out there really as like super competitive or anything like that. They love supporting other people who make beads out there. And one of the things that they do is they do collaborate with some other bead businesses out there. Like they'll do a live with some small businesses who, like Abby Berta, they'll do some things with Cassandra Spicer, and they've got their beading businesses, and they come together and they hang out and they do lives together, and they like to promote other people out there. And it's something really great and worth supporting. So but anyway, let's see what's in this kit. I'm going to be opening it up and then organizing it into my 15 grid organizer here. I like to organize my bead kits and my bead subscriptions into this organizer because if it sits in its box or if it sits in its bag, it will not get used. Oh no, I almost crushed him up. What should we name him, guys? Help me pick out a name for my little love bug because I think he needs a name. And I am not going to rest until he has one because he's going to be my little beading buddy. I'm going to stick him to my desk. And if you could drop me a note in the comments and tell me what you would name him, then that will give me some ideas. And when I do my first tutorial with these beads, I'll tell you what we picked. Okay? So anyway, let's get our little guy over here. He's going to watch from this corner. Gonna see what we're doing with these beads. Bloop, right there in the corner. Okay, so let's open this up. You get a full spool of beading wire. You get findings that you can use to do all this. Oh, look at these. That's great. You've got some check glass hearts. I'm gonna jump into this, guys. I'm gonna stop my little spiel. I love Softflex company and I love their kits. They always partner with Jesse James Beads, who Jesse James makes really great bead mixes. They are really good at telling a story with just a few beads that they toss together into a little bundle. And this is a really great mix, I can tell already. We'll sort this and we will get that put into its places. There's also, they usually have something that you can purchase alongside your kit as a bead strand that Jesse James puts together. And I actually bought 2 of these because the strand, first of all, looked gorgeous, but also this particular one came with a little ladybug link. And they're different colors. So I got 2 of them so that I could have 2 links. And they are 2 different colors, but they are super great. So we'll be opening the strand and organizing that too into my kit. It's a great way to, you know, if they included the strand in the whole thing might be, you know, outside of some folks' budgets. And that's fine. If I'm not into the strand, I won't get it that much. Sometimes if I'm into the strand, I'll get 2 of them. And they are 2 different colors of pink. Isn't that adorable? But it's a great way to expand how much you can do with the kit. But also to keep the actual kit itself in a more affordable price range for other folks. So always get some Softflex crimp tubes, which are my favorite crimp tubes. I love these. I have never had a Softflex crimp tube break apart on me as I'm crimping. I use them with a magical crimper, but they also work really, really great with traditional crimping pliers. And they're fantastic. They are not plated brass, which a lot of other crimp tubes are. And that's one of the things that makes the other crimp tubes a little more brittle than these, is the fact that they are brass, yeah. So these ones are ones that my sister can wear against her skin. So I don't have to worry about it being something that she can't wear if I use these crimp tubes. So again, I like to keep things in mind for people that I'm making things with. And that's one of the reasons why I love that. We've got a lot of really, really cool ceramic and check glass beads in here. They also always come with some findings. I said there's going to be a clasp and some earring wires. Now these ear wires don't fit my ears very well. They're great for most people, but my ears are a little wonky. I've got one of my holes is at an angle, so this type of wire will slip out if I don't have a rubber back on it, which is why I make my own ear wires. But if you can wear these ear wires, or if the people that you wear them with, you've already got some ear wires. So you can make pretty much everything that you need with this. You've got everything you need except the tools to start, because you've got your beading wire, your crimps, and some findings. All right, let's open this up and take a look at what we've got in here. We've got a few bead strands, we've got our bead mixes, we've got our fun and funky beads. It looks like we've got a tiara cast heart in here too. Is it tiara cast or is it hammered texture heart? Oh, this charm is from the Bead Place. that's what this is. It's from The Bead Place. It is another one of those small beading businesses that Softflex likes to support. And it is just a hammered heart pendant. It is really, really fun and beautiful. And this is going to be something that I'm going to definitely design with when I go through this. I like to put my findings right here in the front next to where the clasp goes. So I'm going to put these in. And it looks like our color for our metal in this is this gunmetal. So that's going to be a lot of fun to go with. All right, we've also got a little ceramic bee bead, and this ceramic bee, the hole goes right there through where its wings are. It goes through the thorax of this bee. If you recall your bee, your insect anatomy, you've got your head, thorax, and then the abdomen is the lower part down here where the bee has its stinger. So usually wings are attached to the thorax. That's really, really cute. And I'm going to go ahead and stick it right here. It's a really special bee. And then we've got our ladybugs. And I am going to have a little section just for my ladybugs. These are ceramic too, and it looks like our hole is drilled side to side for our little ceramic ladybug beads. These are super cute. They are going to make some earrings. These are check glass ladybug beads, and the hole goes right here from the back up to the top, and they are this really great pink wash on this white glass, and they are the same on both sides for that. This one has a front and a back, this one doesn't, and these are those links that came with the bead strands. I'm going to put my ladybugs all together in one spot right here. Bugs of a feather go together. All right, now we also have some check glass. I think these are 7mm. Let me take a look at 6mm. 6mm check glass fire polish beads. We've got a little list of what's in here. So let's go ahead and open up this strand. I'm going to stick it in one of the sections over here. And it's kind of cool that we've got some black to go with our red and our pink because ladybugs have a little bit of black on them. So that goes really great. And then we've got some hearts because it's the Lovebug. And it's like these hearts have a little bit of a iridescent shimmer on one side and not on the other. And these are some check glass hearts. These are 8mm and they are red with that iridescent shimmer. I'm going to plop these guys right here next to my black check glass, and then we've got our check glass heart beads right here. These are so much fun, and ooh, it's not a gold finish on these. It looks like it's more of like a gold AB because look at those different colors that we get when we change our direction that the light is hitting it. That's super fun. But it is this matte pink glass with this iridescent finish, and I think that this goes great with these, is it pave or pave? I never know how to pronounce it, but these beads that have these in here, look how great they're going to go together. I'm excited about that. That's going to be some fun things to design with, and I'm going to stick these guys right over here next to our ceramic hearts. Okay, now this is the super fun part. I love sorting through the bead mix, so I'm going to make some space here, and we're going to sort through the bead mix, and then I'm going to unstring the strands, and we're going to sort through those because this is the fun thing about the Jesse James bead mixes is like you could take this mix and probably make like a bracelet and like 3 pairs of earrings just with this because there's so many different shapes and sizes, and it comes with our findings. So we've got gunmetal here, and then we've got gold here, and then there's the silver heart. So we're gonna figure it out as we go, and I was hoping for some ladybug beads in here, but that's okay. It looks like we've got 3 white beads with a little bit of an AB finish on them. Then we've got 2 square faceted beads with this really light pink. It's about the same color, I'd say. Such a light pink that it reminds me a lot of rose quartz. It's the same color as rose quartz. This would not go amiss with some actual rose quartz gemstone beads. So we've got 2 that are square shaped. We have 3 that are an ellipse. They are a football shape. For these, they've got a hole that runs from the top to bottom along the length of these. And, you know, as I was saying, you could take one of these bead mixes and you could make yourself a bracelet just with what's in here. Why do we have a bunch of 3s? I don't know. But yeah, so you could have yourself a bracelet or something like that. I'm just having ideas. That's all we're doing. But we've got this light pink. It's a really, really romantic pink color. These are some black heartbeats. They have some texture on both sides for these black hearts, and the hole goes right from the middle down through the point. There are 4 black rondelles. And then we've got some fuchsia beads. We've got 2 fuchsia rondelle beads and 2 of the square faceted beads. It's the same shape as these beads, but it is a much brighter "Here I Am" color. It's a very bright pink. We have 2 of these smaller, like, cherry red kind of beads. So we're going to pop these over here. And there are 2 of these teeny tiny, these are metal, it looks like might be aluminum rose beads. They are tiny metal beads. We've got some glass pearls, and they have kind of a matte finish on them. They're about the same color, I'd say, as these roses. And then we've got some sparkly. These are really lightweight, so I'm guessing that they are either resin or something, and these 2 are stuck together. So I'm just going to use my, there we go. It's probably the coating getting them stuck together, but they have some sparkle to them, kind of a shimmer, and it is, again, this very, very fuchsia kind of a color. I'm going to put them over here. They're more maybe a magenta color. And then I love these flower tassels. These are one of my favorite things to find in a bead mix because they make earrings so easy to make. You take these little tassels and then you take some beading or some craft wire and you put a little bead right there over the top, and then you have yourself maybe some findings, and you've got a little pair of earrings right away. They are super wonderful to have with this, and because they are a dangle, I'm going to go ahead and stick them right here next to my bee and my heart because they are kind of a charm. And we've got our metal findings. Take a look at these metal beads here. They've got like a filigree on them, but then around the center they've got these rhinestones, so they are very pretty and shiny, but then they're also sparkly. That's a really cool finding. I like these guys, these metal beads. They're gonna go really great in between some of these things. Then we've got some rondelle spacers with the rhinestones in the sides. We have some daisy spacers. Hold on, I'm getting to the actual super cool ones. There are some bead caps with these filigree bead caps. They look like little baskets. I'm gonna stack them up together so that they fit in there a little bit better. We're gonna put all of these spacers and metal beads, all these gold findings, they'll be all in the same section of my organizer together. But take a look at these little butterfly spacers. They have this butterfly shape to them, and the hole goes from the bottom of the butterfly up through the top of the butterfly. These are super awesome, and I was not expecting these in this mix. So we're gonna go ahead and get those sorted over there. Now let's open up our strands and we will sort them as well. All right. Bead strands, they come with some larger beads, some smaller beads, and usually some little spacers that go with them. And like the bead mixes, you can make a lot of things just from the strand. You could take this whole strand just as it is and attach a clasp to the other side and have yourself a great bracelet. Or you could string it on some beading wire and put a couple stops on the ends and have a great necklace, like a statementy necklace. You could do either of those just as it is, but we're going to be sorting it into our stuff and using it in some of our designs. And I love some of these beads already. They're great. Ugh. It's too tight. I can't get my... It's too tightly crimped. I'm trying to get into that space between the bead and the crimp so that I can undo the strand. There we go. Because I don't want to ruin my... I guess I could have gotten my other ones, but... All right, so strands. Let's get these guys sorted. It looks like on either end of these strands, we've got these longer faceted beads. They are, oof, why are you, oh, that's why it wouldn't budge. This spacer is deformed a little bit. That's fine, we can toss it. Hey guys, you haven't been sorted yet. I need you to back off. All right, so we've got these guys. They're like another football shape kind of bead. They have the faceting on the side and then a little band of matte along there that adds a lot of interest. And they are a really, really light, delicate pink. They're not the opalescent pink that we've got on these ones, but they are a really light, beautiful pink. And you know what? They would go great as earrings with this too. And then we have 3, and this is in each of them. There's 2 of these, but since I bought 2, I've got 4. We have 3 on each strand of this same color of pink glass. This really light, really romantic color, and I'm going to end up putting all of these guys together in the same section. So I'm just going to move them out of the way and go ahead and put them where they go in my organizer. They're going to go right there in the middle. And that way I have room for some of my other ones. Now we've got a very, very light pink. It's hard to tell the pink on the camera. It looks almost like clear crystal, but it is very light pink for these. I'm going to, maybe the color will show it better. Nope, they do not show it better. Just trust me in person. It's a really, really light pink on these, and I love the cut on these rondelles. It is so pretty and so sparkly. I'm just going to wiggle this around for a little bit so you can watch the sparkles, because I love sparkles and I hope you love sparkles too. All right, we're going to put that over here with these guys, with the very, very light pink guys. And again, we've got these pave beads with these AB, like they're kind of a fiery color rondelles. The pave beads are, I think, probably acrylic beads with the crystals stuck to the sides. They are beautiful, they're sparkly, they just make me happy to look at and work with, and they're gonna end up going in probably their own little spot. We've got some red beads, and these ones are like elongated beads. They are this really, really pretty true red, and the hole goes through the short side, not through the long side, through the short side of each of these beads. They have some faceting, and they are over there like that. Now I'm going to stick them over here with these rondelles that came in the bead mix. So I've got my red beads all together. And speaking of red rondelles, there were a couple more that came on the strands. So I'm going to stick those in there with our little guys. And then we've got some pearls. And instead of the matte finish, these have a shiny finish for these. And they are larger pearls, but we're going to go ahead and stick them over here because they are about that same color. And then we've got our findings. There are some larger filigree bead caps we can add to these. And this is, it's kind of a different color of gold. It's more of a softer color, not quite as yellow as all of these other findings. We have some little rhinestone studded beads. This one's a little misshapen, and I think its hole is, I'm gonna just show you this on the side. Its hole has metal folded over it. It's been crushed, so it's not going to make a good bead to make jewelry with. So I'm just gonna toss this one. I'm gonna take it out of there. I'm not gonna use it because it showed up wrong, and it's fine because I have 3 more that I can do some things with. That will be just fine. And then we've got some rhinestone rondelle spacers. And these ones are a little bit smaller than these larger ones that came in the bead mix, but they're the same color and they've got the same rondelles on there, so we can stick those in there with our other little findings. And then we've got these flower bead caps, and they just look like little petals, these gold petals, and there were several of these because, again, I got 2 strands. I just really wanted to get 2 strands. I loved the strands. All right, so that's it sorted. Let's get them put away in my spots. I'm going to put my pave beads right in here, and then my soft pinks right up here all together next to my other soft pinks. And this actually might be a little too, there we go, too many beads for one section. Now I've got my bright pinks, and those are the fuchsia and magenta guys. They're going to go right over there. And then we've got our pearlies right here. This is a red color. It's more of a brownie red. And then we've got our bright true reds right here. And stick these guys here. And we've got our white beads here. And then I'm going to stick my black beads right above these other black ones right there. And all of the spacers, the gold spacers, the bead caps, we are going right up in here. And that is our Lovebug kit from Softflex right there. Now, I did not tell you what color of Softflex wire we got, and it is this pink tourmaline color. It is not the brightest pink, but it is a more romantic kind of pink. It is just a perfect color to accompany these heartbeats. Look at that. Look how well that goes together. Like I said, the Softflex wire comes in a bunch of different colors. I actually just got some trios because, let me go grab those real quick. Because I wanted to get more of this red coral colorway of their things. The trios, this was the Nutcracker trio. You get some other ones with this, but it's not actually available for individual purchase anymore. But I really love this red coral, so I got a couple trios so I could get a couple spools of it because it is this true red. And like the first time I used it, I was like, oh, that's too red. But it is going to be such a great red to pair with this. So I'm probably going to be using this when I head over to the red side of my designing. So, but the pink came with the kit, and it is going to be a lot of fun to design with. You guys will probably be seeing this on the 31st of January, just in time for us to do some Valentine's Day designing or Galentine's Day designing. There's also an event that Softflex does with Jesse James beads. It's the Galentine's event where you can get the supply kit from Softflex and then you get the beads from Jesse James beads. You'll be seeing this a couple of weeks before the event. I don't know if it'll be sold out by then or not. So hopefully it isn't, fingers crossed. And if you want to do that, and it's just a weekend, there's a Facebook group that they'll ask you to join. And that's one where they'll have their little workshops and be able to make things with them and make along with them. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a great weekend. Happy Wednesday. And let me know what you think I should name my little love bug that Joyce made for us. And if you guys haven't been catching Joyce, just if you got some free time in the middle of the day on a Friday, it is such a great way for me to like put a little bow on my work week and wrap that up and be ready to go into my weekend and be creative with my beads. I really love watching her. It's called Spill the Beads. It's just a weekly thing that she does with Softflex, and it's really great. But I love my little love bug. Anyway, have a great time. Bye.